Okay, welcome back. So today in this episode, we're going to talk about reoccurring tasks. Okay, so we just got done talking about our calendar and brain dumping. Now I want you to go ahead and start thinking about reoccurring tasks. So in your calendar, what's something that happens every year? Every year. Okay, so we had birthdays. Discussed that last time in calendars. But what about paying your taxes? April 15th, you know your taxes are due. So having a reoccurring task in there every year to remind you, hey, taxes are due in 60 days on January 15th. Having that reminder, it's an annual reminder, and then having it like taxes are due April 15th. On having that reminder, hey, you have 30 days to file your taxes. And then having another reminder, like, hey, you have 60 days. Hey, you have 2 weeks. That way it's in your mind, and then that way if you see it, you review it every day, like I do, you'll have that reminder to know, oh my God, my taxes are due. I don't have to worry about this. So it's out of mind. You're already saying that's one thing consciously gone that you don't have to worry about. You already have a system to make sure you don't fail. Nothing that comes up every month is rent. Rent or mortgage, right? Hopefully you're paying rent or a mortgage. Maybe you're paying both. So if you missed one of those payments to your landlord or to the bank, of course, there's going to be a penalty. So by you having a system set up and knowing and budgeting your money, you don't have an excuse to miss it. And then also this builds your credibility. People will start relying on you. They're like, man, he really has his rent in. The person that I learned this information from, for example, he's like, well, the rent's due on the 1st and I'm going to mail that out, which means I have to make sure my rent check gets there by the 1st, which means I have to pay my rent by the 25th. So he would send his rent check earned early on the 25th through the mail, so that on the 1st, he wasn't just checking to make sure that his rent check was in, he was also making sure to see if the rent check cleared. Think about that. So this is somebody, what part of my operating tasks today is I check my balance on my bank every day. Sometimes twice a day, because I want to know, I want to be mindful of my money, not that I'm going to be like watching it or something like that, but I want to be mindful of what my budget is, making sure things clear, make sure I'm not getting identity thieved or something like that. So I do that. Also, I want to make sure my water bill's paid, right? Like that's embarrassing if my water gets turned off at my house or my electricity gets turned off. Like that's terrible. What about my credit cards? If I don't pay those credit cards on time, I'm going to get a surcharge usually, or my interest rate is going to affect that, and I'm going to end up paying more money. So by having reoccurring tasks throughout the day or throughout the week, you're going to understand. So instead of me using a task management app like Todoist or Asana, which I prefer those. I think those are for the best. Or maybe having a little notepad like such where I write down stuff. That's one way if you want to use that. I don't prefer that. I prefer just a good old-fashioned iPhone, or I used to have an old Android phone. I can't find it right now, but I probably got rid of it because I have no use for it. But having an app on my phone speeds up my productivity. I also use this. If you're into sales and marketing as I am, especially with having my own hypnosis business and seeing how to interact with people, Grant Cardone has a really good planner. So he has a planner. If you see, it's broken down like just morning to breakfast, to evening to sleep, and then he has write your goals, quarter of the day, your targets, your successes, and then write your goals down again at night. I really am big on writing down your goals, but how this is important is having your tasks that you have already planned out. It helps you out for it to become predetermined work. Like you've already decided you're going to do that work rather than it being undetermined work. If it's undetermined work, it's like the biggest analogy I can put it in is this. Undetermined work is like a person who works at McDonald's. All right, they're standing at the register. They have no idea what the next person is going to order, so they're in a reactionary mode. Instead, I want you to think of yourself as somebody who already knows what the person's going to order. Like you already know what the next people are going to like. I know it's going to be a hamburger, cheeseburger, chicken burger, chicken nuggets. So you can already start prepping on that food before they arrive and it's ready for them. So this is you being proactive and not reactive. It takes less energy to be proactive, believe it or not. And it's actually more respectful to yourself and others around you, and it's more respectful to your energy. Being reactive is exhausting. So by having our tasks already lined up, what we're going to do in the day, and also looking at our reoccurring tasks, it already gives us a plan to be prepared. Yeah, sometimes we're going to have stuff that we don't want to do, or like that saying, you got to eat the frog. Hey, I get it. Sometimes I don't want to clean. Sometimes I want to be lazy. Sometimes, like I had to shave my beard today, right? So I had to shave. I was like, I really don't want to do this. So I had to like shave the neck beard, and I hate it. But at the same time, I hate having a neck beard. I know that's a strange example, and I'm sure that there's going to be tons of people leaving them down in the comments like, I hate this. I hate doing this. I hate having to floss. People hate flossing for some reason. But by knowing what your reoccurring tasks are, or your routines to get done in the morning, it's going to help you speed up, and you're going to have less thinking and go on inside your mind, inside your head, these random pop-ups, because you already know what you need to focus on. And utilizing your calendar for the reoccurring tasks and the routines is going to be extremely helpful. If you have a routine, a morning routine, and I'll make another video for this later. If you have a morning routine, it's best just to have it on a separate piece of paper next to your bed, on your desk, in your car, whatever it is that you need to do. If you're going to go to the gym, it's best to have a separate workout routine. Don't put that in your Asana. Don't put that in your Todoist. Don't put that in your Grant Cardone 10X planner. It's not going to work, because you're going to be jumping between. You're going to be trying to put everything on one process. You try to put it all in one, and it's not going to work as effective as you want, because you're going to be trying to find specificity. So I have this. Let me see. Yeah, I have like a little moleskin book that I carry with me in my jacket. So maybe that's another good video that I'll do. I'll show you what my everyday tactical carry is for planning. But in the meantime, really focus on what is your reoccurring tasks. Do you have a daily routine? Do you want to have a routine? Do you want to do yoga every day? Okay, what's your yoga routine? What's your workout routine? What's your meditation routine? And have that sit out separate, somewhere where you can review it and go over it. Now again, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. If this is helpful, let me know. Leave some comments down below and share this with somebody who needs it.